modified fingerstyle version of See You in September, written in 1959 by Sid Wayne and Sherman Edwards. First recorded by the Tempos, made a little bit more famous by the Happenings, and done by many, many other people. I play it here in the key of D, which is the same key that the Happenings play it in. The main chords in the song are an E minor, which is a 2 in the D scale, an A, which is a 5 in the D scale, an F sharp minor, which is a 3 in the D scale, and a B7th, which is a major chord for the 6 in the D scale. And eventually, at the very end of the song, they resolve to D. When the Tempos play it, actually after going through 2 or 3 rounds of the song, they changed the key. I think they put the capo up 1 or 2 and played again through again. The intro starts out like this. And you're just hitting, so it's all second, fourth, and you've got an open there on the 3rd string. Second, 4, open, 2, open, 4, 2, 4, 2. And you do that twice. And then it goes to the second part of the intro. That's an E minor with your melody on the 2nd string B, and then an A chord with the melody on your 3rd string A. The first time you hit that A twice, and the second time just once. Into the major part of the song. And these 4 chords are an E minor, and then an A chord with an open B, an F sharp minor, and then a B7th. Sometimes with a 9th added, which is the 2nd fret on the 2nd string. And you play those 4 chords over and over again. First time through, the melody's on the 4th string and 2nd string for the E minor. And then you hit the A bass. The melody there is 3rd string, open 2nd string. So these first 2 chords. And then you go to your F sharp minor. And there you're hitting the 2nd and 3rd string, both in the chord. And then you go to your B chord. This first time through, you do not hit the 9th. So the first run looks like this. Then the next time through, you do the same thing for the E minor, and then when you get to the A, and that melody is D, C sharp, B, C sharp. Go to your F sharp minor, just hitting the single note there on your 3rd string, and then you go to your B, and this time you do hit the 9th, which is the C sharp B on your 2nd string. So these first 2 runs look like this. just do it again. And then this fourth run, you get to the B7th, and you hit a D, B, and then you go to your E minor for this last run. D, B for your melody, and then you move to an E major. And your melody is F sharp, E, D, and then you move to an A chord. And you do 2 measures of the A chord. And then you hit these 2 single notes to go back, which is the 3rd string open, 4th string on the 4th fret, which is an F sharp note. So the 4th run looks like this. Then the whole thing just repeats. Time through, the first 2 runs are the same. And then this 3rd run is a little different. When you get to the A, and what you're doing there, when you get to the A, C sharp, D, and then when you get to the F sharp minor, you're hitting the 5th fret on the 2nd string, and then the barred 2nd fret that you've got with your F sharp minor. And then you go to your B chord, hitting the B note on the 2nd string. And then your last run is an E minor, hitting a D and a B for your melody, and then you go to an A. And then to a D chord. And as soon as you get to this D chord, then you go back to the intro. Finish off to it with a D chord. So the 2nd run all the way through looks like this.